Ruto. And also you can see pictures how smoke was everywhere, clockwise from top. We can see a tear gas canister exploding at DC grounds in Kibra. Firefighters, we see firefighters at vandalized UDA offices in Kisumu. Also, Senate Minority Leader Stewart Madzayo is arrested after he tried to access KICC building in Nairobi. Police block Azimio la Umoja protesters on Kisumu Kakamega Road yesterday. Also on top here, Lake Naivasha water levels drop as feeder rivers dry up. This is a major threat, and that story continues on page 3 of the Star this morning. Also, state suspends ban on importation of milk powder as prices rise, and sharing knowledge. India-Kenya partner to promote millets for food security is all about agricultural diplomacy. This is the Star. People Daily up next, and this is what you're waking up to. Raila unbowed is a splash. Day of high drama as Mio leader takes city by storm. Promises to hold weekly protests until government bows to his demand as President Ruto plays hardball. This story continues on page 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 12 of the People Daily today. We have the president saying, quote-unquote, I will ensure as president that this country is governed by the rule of law, and nothing extra legal, extra constitutional, and nothing outside the constitution is going to be part of us. And you can see an insert there. Azimio leader Raila Odinga addressing a rally in Eastleigh, Nairobi yesterday. Police had early barred him from accessing the city center. This is how the People Daily looks this morning. Also, schools hurt by teacher transfers. That is another story that you want to follow. Reversal of TACs. Delocalization policy has resulted in mass exodus of head teachers leaving institutions countrywide in hands of deputies and senior teachers as beneficiaries return to their home counties. That is the People Daily. Also, Kenya happiest in East Africa, but lag globally. This is from the World Happiness Index report that just came out, and Finland is still leading on top there, still on the winning trot as far as happiness is concerned. That is on page 23 of the People Daily. Let's see what is happening on Taifa Leo. Raila atikisa nchi. That is a splash this morning. Serikali yakadiria hasara ya bilioni 2 kutokana na maandamano ya Azimio, shilingi bilioni 2 kutokana na maandamano ya Azimio la Umoja katika maeneo kadhaa nchini. And you can see how they were on the run yesterday. Mapambano, you have habari kamili, ukurasa wa 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have that story on page 8 of Taifa Leo. Bonde la Ufa la baki tulivu. That is a story that you have on page 5. Also, wanasiasa wa Azimio wakamatwa, and we can see Madzayo na Wandai kati ya walio tupwa ndani kwa kuandamana. That story continues on page 3, but they were released yesterday on 50,000 shillings bond. That story continues inside Taifa Leo. We have Business Daily. Let's buckle down to Business Daily. Ruto Rigathi Mudavadi gets 802 million shillings for new cars. Total state car budget more than doubles to 2.06 billion shillings. Budget expected to rise further on vehicles for CAS. And that is the story that you want to follow on page 2 of the Business Daily, talking about austerity measures there. So this is bound to tick up as far as also the 50 CASs are concerned. So we're here to see. Let's see how the allocation of purchase of motor vehicles happened. We have President. Initial budget was 100 million shillings. A new budget is 431 million shillings. Deputy President, 90.81 million shillings. 290.81. Prime Cabinet Secretary, 80 million shillings. We have others, 709.48 million shillings. That was the initial budget, but now that also has gone a jot higher. We have it at 1,260 million shillings. Total, you're given the figure there. Total allocation for purchase of motor vehicles more than doubled from the initial budget. And we're talking about high-end vehicles here, fuel guzzlers. And it says the budget allocation for the purchase of new cars for Kenya's top 3 government offices has shot up 8 times in the latest changes to the spending plan that also benefited retired President Uhuru Kenyatta. The offices of President William Ruto, his Deputy Rigathi Gachagua and Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi have been allocated 802.2 million shillings to buy motor vehicles in the current financial year, a significant increase from what had been allocated as Kenyans come to terms with a bloated government that has scuttled Kenya Kwanza's austerity measures. Also, Ruto tweaks Uhuru budget. It grows the recurrent, of course, expenditure by 87.6 billion shillings. President William Ruto's administration has increased the budget for day-to-day running of the national government by 87.5 billion shillings as his administration